get another scene with the stupid freaking therapist. I'm not going to lie to you, this video is going to be a little longer since I have a lot to say. But yes, this is episode 3, my thoughts and overall review of season 2 Last of Us, with Tommy saying goodbye to Joel, which I didn't really mind. But I will say that it was a shame that Tommy wasn't present when Joel passed away. I'm just saying it would have been, you know, more, I don't know, I guess symbolic if Ellie was there along with Tommy and Joel, like Tommy was there when Joel and his daughter were there. I don't know, it's a small nitpick, but that's just me. Opens up with Ellie experiencing basically symptoms of PTSD, which again, I appreciate, feels appropriate. However, it goes straight into a 3-month just like forward flash, like what? Symptoms and how she conquers them and what she goes through emotionally, maybe even the funeral scene, like all those things that they could have done something with. I guess not. Everyone's just acting like peaches and cream and the audience is still like processing what they went through. Though Ellie continues to be a giant absolute perra. I cannot stand the living bejesus out of that woman. I get what they're trying to do. I get that they're trying to have her portray this tough persona of just someone that is in so much pain on the inside. Someone that's doing everything in their power to seem like they're perfectly fine and normal, but unfortunately they're just dying on the inside. I get it. It's just unfortunately the actress is not portraying those emotions well. And I'm sorry, having characters exposition dumping what her emotions are does not count. I'm just gonna say this right now. I absolutely hate the therapist. I absolutely hate the therapist. I think that the therapist is insulting. She's treated as if she's this bastion of knowledge when she's not. She's absolutely insulting. She doesn't know what she's talking about, and she's a person that I would never rely on with any sort of information, even in a post-apocalyptic world. Basically, the therapist knows that Ellie is lying about how she feels, because Ellie is like, oh yeah, I'm fine, please discharge me from the hospital, and the therapist can obviously tell that she's lying, and she just still lets her go. Sorry, but as a healthcare professional, isn't that incredibly irresponsible if you know your patient is not mentally stable and you still discharge them? So if Ellie is supposed to be portraying a liar, I don't know how she's failing at acting like a liar. I just don't know how else to say it. After a while, we get Ellie and she has a moment to sniff some clothes. Uncalled for, uncalled for. I'm gonna stop. Dina shows up with some cookies and basically tells Ellie that she knows Abby's team, their entire names, and where they're at. How she got that information? No idea. She just knows. I'm sorry, in this scene, I'm really trying to be nice. I am so sorry, but Bella Ramsey cannot act in this scene. Sorry, but Bella Ramsey saying, Abby. Ooh, that was, I'm not gonna lie, again, I'm trying to be nice, but that was rough. That was really rough. She was trying hard, but boy, it was not succeeding. We get a weird scene where Dina is like, I love them too. And it's like, Bella, from when? How long have you known him? We don't know you. Like, what? By the way, Eugene returns, guy. Do we still know who he is? Not that much. I still don't really care about Eugene, but he somehow makes it into the 3rd episode. Doubt that they need to find the WLF, which is Washington League something. And they need to find it because that's where Abby might be, and it's up in Seattle. Obviously, Ellie and Dina take this to Tommy, and Tommy, being sensible, says that we need to take this to a boat to Maria. We can't just willy-nilly go on a mission to find these people for Joel, and I'll get there. Ellie tries to give him a little bit of attitude, and I am, oh man, Tommy, thank you. Thank you for putting Ellie in her place by saying, he was my brother. I know him better than you. Yes, sir. You are absolutely right. Thank you. The vote happens, and I'm gonna say this right now. The First Lady was absolutely right. Why is it that we're spending time, resources, and possibly men to find the people that killed one guy. Let's not forget the amount of people that died in the incident. Why is it that we're spending resources on this for just revenge? Because that's all it is. This isn't about justice, it's about revenge at this point. And of course, Ellie makes a speech where she's like, I'm not doing this for revenge, I'm doing this for justice. And everyone is like, yeah, right. Everyone can tell that she's lying. And of course the vote goes against her and she gets all mopey about it. A quick scene of like a group of people with some scars on their faces. And I do recognize these people because I do remember seeing them from the game. I just don't remember the name. However, I do remember that they're not exactly good people and they are quite dangerous. So I will take that into mind. We get another scene with the stupid freaking therapist. Tommy, and Tommy's asking her about Ellie. And holy God, can this lady get any worse? What a way to wipe your hands off of any sort of responsibility as a therapist. Are you kidding me? It's nature, so people don't change. Are you freaking kidding me? Why are you even in this line of work then? If you really truly believe that. To God, it's like, screw this perra. I swear to God, it just, what an awful character. It's to the point that her character is distracting. She's honestly acting like a freaking Karen. Like, if you really don't like your job, stop freaking doing it, ma'am. Another thing that I see a lot of characters starting to do, minimizing Joel's role on Ellie's life. They're already starting to do it and it is really pissing me off. Dina helps Ellie get some of the supplies that they need in order to head over to Seattle. And they basically get some horses and they head over to Seattle. And they get there awfully quick. Then apparently Google said that on horseback, it'll take you around 21 to 47 days, depending on what routes you take, 850 to 860 miles. Boy, that montage did not do any favors on any sort of character building. Though, for my apologies, Joel's grave doesn't feel important. It doesn't feel like there's anything good about it. Like, it just feels like another grave from a person that no one really gives a damn about. I don't know, as an audience member and as someone that loves Joel's character, it just felt a little insulting. It's like, really? That's okay. Okay. I was a little confused as to why she was leaving coffee instead of the watch. I know why Joel likes coffee, but I don't know. It would have made sense if it was the watch, but maybe they'll leave that for later. So when the story concludes, she'll leave the watch on his grave and that's like a final like goodbye, I guess. I don't know, that's just me speculating. I do appreciate the tent scene between Ellie and Dina. It is a moment of character development and building that way we get to know Dina a little bit more. She comes off as kind of sweet but also kind of suspicious, so I still don't know how I feel about Dina and I still don't like Ellie. Sorry. Other than that, nothing happens, and then we run into that group of people earlier in the episode and they're all massacred on the road. Sees all the bodies and throws up, even though she's seen horrific scenes before. So because of that, I'm thinking that maybe she's, you know. But yeah, in the end, we see Dina and Ellie arriving at Seattle. And then we see a scene of one of the guys that was in Abby's team said something on a walkie-talkie, and then we see a bunch of WLF people just holding heavy-duty guns and heavy-duty numbers, just walking down the street of Seattle. I almost forgot to say, no, Ellie, you are not a badass. Sorry. My thoughts about this episode is that everything that I said before. Number one thing is that everything else that's going on around Ellie is far more interesting than the story of Ellie herself. Like the whole group of people that were massacred, I want to see more of that. I want to see more of the WLF, you know. They seem just more interesting than the current story going on. I don't know, it's just they haven't given me a reason for why I would anchor myself to someone like Ellie. I'm sorry. She's not relatable to me in any way, shape, or form. She's acting quite selfish in all of these episodes. And I don't know, it's just, and I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make her into this badass that's, you know, rough and tough on the outside, but soft and squishy on the inside. It's just the actress Bella Ramsey is not, I'm sorry, doing a great job at portraying it, okay? I'm not buying her performance. I'm not buying, it just comes off as so bratty and condescending. It's kind of wild. You know, man, the first half was okay. Second half was a little boring. I don't know. Well, the show has a lot of work to do right now, but we'll see how it goes with everything else that they're introducing. That is my thought on this episode. I'll see y'all for the next one. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.